Book Nook. I decided I'm going to probably vlog this month for Whateverathon. So yeah, we're just kind of gonna go over our books for the month. I just finished Broken Web. It took me a whole month to finish this book. It was just slow for the whole book, except for the last 70 pages. 70 pages literally flew by. But it was just slow. Like, I could not get through the first, 300 pages of this book. Like, it just was hard to trudge through. I don't know why. I think it was just me. I did like the fast-pacedness of the first book, and it went by really quickly, so I think this one was just more slow-paced, and not a lot happened. I did like the last 70 pages. It was really good. I'm kind of excited for the third book, but not at the same point. So we're going to see where it goes from here. But this is finally finished. This book, finally. Next up, we are going to continue reading, because I did actually already start this, but I was trying to finish the other one. I think we are 35 pages into Malice right now. I'm actually really liking it. We are tabbing it, because it's a lot of information. It's really thick, and I was very confused on the audiobook. I didn't know what was going on. I was just not really paying attention to it as much as I wanted to, and I actually wanted to sit down and actually, read it. So we are going to physically read this, probably listen to it at some point, while I'm reading along. I am going to be tabbing it, of course, and we're going to continue this. Right now, I'm on reading sprints with Rye, Michelle, Lexi, and Crystal, and we're going to try to get through at least a good chunk of this tonight, hopefully. It is Saturday the 4th. And yeah, that's about, I did start listening to The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually really liking it. I think I only have about an hour left on it. So we should be able to finish that tomorrow. I did put a poll up in the Whateverathon Discord, and Last Time I Lied was the one that won, so that will be my poll pick for my bingo board. And I also did my color poll in there as well. And the color that one was green. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be reading for that one. I might use Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglars, because it's kind of like a mint greenish color. Or I might, because I do want to read either the Inheritance Games or the Library of the Dead. So I might put another poll up for those two as green books. Other than that, I really don't have a green book on my TBR at the moment. So we're going to see where that kind of takes me and which one I want to pick up. I do want to read The Library of the Dead by T.L. Hachu. But I also want to read the Inheritance Games as well. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to leave the green one up to which one I'm feeling at the moment. And I am going to see if I can get an audiobook for either one, so that might determine. But we have about 14 minutes left in this sprint, so I'm going to see how much I can get through on this one, and that is our first update.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Like nothing I found, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Hey y'all, so it is currently Sunday, 10:30 p.m. because I am a late night owl. I wanted to hop on and give another little update on the vlog. My computer screen is in my glasses. So today I ended up finishing The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. I actually did really like it. As we progressed, I kind of figured out who the killer was, about 2-3 chapters before the end, before the reveal. And I wasn't shocked, but I kind of was. The ending, though, I was not expecting the ending at all. I did really like it. I did end up giving it a 4-star. I kind of think it could have been a little bit better in the middle. But other than that, I actually really enjoyed this book. So there's one book done, and then also I started Confessions last night. I think I listened to about an hour of it, and then I finished the rest of it to this morning, actually 5 minutes before the live show happened. Confessions by Kane Minato was the literally dead book club by Caleb at Books and Lava for last month. It was really good. I enjoyed it. It was 4 stars. The first chapter really snared me. It was really good. I don't want to spoil a lot of it because it is a very short book. I think it's only 240 pages. It was only like maybe a 3.5 hour audiobook on 1.5, 2 times speed. It really wasn't that long. But it is about a murder. A couple murders, actually. But it's pretty much just the confessions about the killers. The synopsis on Goodreads said, her pupils killed her daughter, now she will have her revenge. And it's about the teacher and the children that are involved in the murders. And it just kind of like goes through their stories and everything, and it was shocking in a couple spots. I really liked the very first chapter. I did like one of the other chapters as well. It was, I don't even have words to it. I would say it's definitely very psychological. Goodreads puts it as a thriller, mystery, horror, crime, suspense. I don't think it was really a thriller, mystery, horror. It was definitely a psychological fiction. It was pretty interesting, and I enjoyed it. I did give it a 4 stars. I did start Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglaries, I believe is what it was. Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglaries by Antonia Cappas. I am enjoying it. It's about this lady her name is Mae West. She finds out that from the FBI actually showing up at her house that her husband was embezzling money and pretty much scheming a lot of people, and then she pretty much loses everything and all of that. We don't get much of her back life, but she apparently hasn't always been a cushy-lifed person until she met this guy, which there's a huge gap difference in age. He's 61 and I believe she's 31, something like that. But she loses everything. The only thing the FBI can't take is he left in her name a RV campground and a camper. That's all he left in her name, and the FBI can't take it, so she gets to keep that. And so she travels all the way over to Kentucky from I think they were in New York. And she completely has to start a complete new life in this RV and everything. When she gets there, it's not anything like what the brochure says. But she wants to fix it up, make some money, because she's completely broke. She has absolutely nothing to her name anymore. And then all of a sudden, the FBI show up on like day 2 that she's been there, and they find her ex-husband dead in the lake. And that's as far as I've got so far into it. I'm kind of intrigued because one of the FBI agents lives in a camper on the RV campground. It's interesting so far. I don't remember how far I'm into it. I want to say I probably only got about maybe 2 hours into it, but it's really good as far as I've listened. I will definitely keep you updated. Hey everybody, today is Monday the 6th. I just wanted to pop on and do a little update. I finished Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglaries today, and I want to say probably about 3.5, 4 stars. It was really good. I did like it. It was kind of like an average book for me. I did really like the audiobook. I didn't really like the whodunit. It was, I don't know. So in the last clip from yesterday, I think I kind of went into a little bit of how it started. May's husband ends up swindling a bunch of people and everything, and then she has to move to this RV camp that he put in her name with this camper, devastating her, pretty much leaving her completely penniless. So she's trying to help set up this RV camp and pretty much bring it back to what the brochure entails, and she might be selling, she might not, she doesn't know at this point. She's kind of liking being in normal Kentucky, but her husband ended up showing up dead. The FBI is trying to figure out what the hell happened, who killed him, blah, blah, blah. And then we kind of go through the story, kind of figure out, kind of trying to figure out who the killer is, why she's trying to go through people that she doesn't even know about. But she's trying to get to know them and figure out who killed her ex-husband because she wants to know. And then we find out that his best friend actually grew up in the area. And then he ends up going missing the day that her ex-husband escaped prison. And then she goes to get all of her clothes and stuff out of her storage unit that was shipped. All of her possessions were shipped to the RV camp and put in a storage unit on the property for her. And when her and the manager of the RV camp go to grab all of it out, they find the best friend, and he's dead with a note saying, "I did it, blah, blah." Solved, right? Nope. That's what I thought. And then stuff kind of continues to go on. And we continue the story, and I'm like, okay, maybe we're going to get a little wrap up. No. So the fundraiser part fundraiser day comes along. And she hires the son of the best friend of the ex-husband because she feels bad, and she feels bad that millions of dollars were swindled out of all of these people, and she just wants to help them and get them back up on their feet, pretty much. So she feels bad for this kid because his dad killed her ex-husband, and her ex-husband took money from them, blah, blah, blah. And then we find out that the kid is actually the one that killed the ex-husband and his father. He was mad because his father took all of his money that was raised for his college fund and everything. He really wanted to go to this really high prestige college, but he can't now because he has absolutely nothing. And so he was mad at his dad for that, and he was mad at May's ex-husband Paul because he, hey, invest this money into me, blah, blah, blah. By the way, you're not getting a cent of it back. So he killed Paul, and he killed his dad. I wasn't really too happy that's how the storyline got. I think it would have been fine if it would have just stopped at the best friend just being mad because he invested, I think in total it was like over $14 million is what he ended up investing into his best friend. And I think it would have been fine, like, just like, I think he was the biggest one that he took money from, so I think it would have been completely fine just leaving it at that, and then just kind of the rest of the book just going through how the fundraiser goes, and maybe just a little wrap up of does she stay, does she sell it, etc., blah blah. I did kind of like that there wasn't a romance per se, but I was kind of rooting for one of the guys, because it seemed like the FBI agent that currently lives in one of the RVs kind of started having some feelings for May. But one of the guys, they didn't really get off on a really great footing to start with. But it kind of ended up, they were really friendly towards the end. And the last scene was kind of them just sitting out and just looking at the sunset on the lake and just kind of like having a moment. And then the lawyer shows up like, hey, I got a buyer. And she's like, I'm not selling. And kind of ruined their moment. And I kind of wanted to hear more about that and just kind of like see, like, does she choose him? Does she choose the cop? Like, where are we going? So I am going to be picking up book 2. My Libby currently does not have it, so I'm going to see if I can get it either on Scribd or see if Audible might have it. Because I do kind of want to read it. I might just read that one physically instead of doing it on audio as well, because they are fairly short. Because I kind of want to continue, because I kind of like the world that we were in, and I kind of like that she's kind of, she grew up not poor, but her parents, we find out, like halfway through the book, that her parents died in a fire. And she lived in foster homes up until she was 18, and then she moved for, I think, college and all that, and became a flight attendant, and then she met the ex-husband and was married to him for, I think it was like 5 years. So she didn't always have a cushy life, but she kind of raised up into that cushy life, and she got used to that cushy life for 5 years, and once everything was, like, completely ripped out under her, like, it takes her time to adjust back to that, instead of, I kind of like that a lot better than being her, like, completely just stacked with money and having that cushy life for her whole life, and then all of a sudden, like, she doesn't know how to function on her own. So May did have that, and she knew she could do it, but it was after 5 years of having everything handed to you and having maids clean, like, it kind of takes that mindset to kind of go back to that, and I thought that was kind of a better storyline. I liked it anyways. But again, the only reason I gave it a 3.5, 4 star was because I didn't like who the killer ended up being. I thought it was kind of weak. But I did overall enjoy it. It really wasn't bad. It was a fairly quick read. I think I could have finished it in my whole shift at work today, if I read it all today. But we did finish that one, and that one was for Olivia over at Olivia Reed Latte's Patreon Cozy Mystery Book Club pick for this month, and I overall really enjoyed it. I'm kind of excited to hear what everybody else kind of thought on it as well. And I think I am going to be using it because it is kind of a teal, like a mint teal greenish color. And for my poll pick, over in the Whateverathon Discord, I green won my color poll for the random color cover prompt on the bingo board, so I think I am going to be using that one. I'm not completely sure yet, because I do kind of want to throw on, I think I picked the Library of the Dead was the one I wanted to read the most. Either I kind of leaning more towards the Library of the Dead instead of the Inheritance games, but I'm gonna see if I can get an audiobook for either one of them, and if I can't, then I will probably just use Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglaries for the green prompt. If not, if I can get one, then I will probably put whatever one of those lands on it. And then I also started Red Sister by Mark Lawrence today. This one is going to be used for the host favorites prompt on the bingo board, and Red Sister is one of Cassidy over at Covers with Cassidy's. This is one of her favorites that she had posted on there, and I know she really likes the series. I don't remember how far I got. I think I'm only an hour to 2 hours in, like maybe a quarter of the way through the book. Might be. I don't know. I listened to about an hour to 2 hours today at work, because I started it halfway throughout my shift. I started it towards the end of my shift. But I'm liking it. At first, I'm kind of like, not too sure if this is going to be for me. But as it kind of continued on, it was kind of interesting. So Red Sister, I can't really give you a synopsis at the top of my head. But as far as I know, we're at a nunnery, but I don't know if there's actually magical elements in it, but there's warrior aspects. They were learning how to fight. So I think the nunnery is kind of like a mask. Like I said, I'm not very far into it. So I'm not completely sure, like, what exactly is going on, but I think her name was Nora. And then we have Alexandra. I think those were their names. And then there was another one named Clara. Clara is kind of she's kind of shadowing Nora and, like, getting her used to being in the nunnery and, like, what to expect from her, etc. Like, kind of her big sister type situation. But Nora was sentenced to death by I think they called him the Emperor. The higher up guy, and that's pretty much the kingly type person, sentenced her to death. I can't remember exactly what it was for, and I don't have the physical copy, so I'm going off of just what I remember from listening to the audiobook. She ends up at the nunnery somehow. She was saved or something. I don't remember. But she ends up at the nunnery, and she's learning how to be a warrior type. There's mystics. But there's a line in the book, I can't remember exactly who said it. But they go, don't let the nuns catch you calling them witches, because they're not. which I thought was kind of interesting because there is kind of a magical element that was kind of mentioned, but I'm not exactly sure how that plays a role into the nunnery. All I know is there's classes. There's the red class, which is like your basic like freshman level, like your beginners, like you just got there. And then you have the next level up, which is the Gray Sisters. And then I think there's one above it, but I'm not sure. I know this is a series, and I know the first one is Red Sister, and the second one is Gray Sister. And I'm not sure what the third book is called off the top of my head. But I am really liking it so far, and I'm kind of intrigued in the storyline. That's really all I have for you guys. Like I said, I'm not very far into Red Sisters, so I'm not exactly sure what exactly is going on. But as I continue to listen to it, and I am going to listen to it as I do some chores around my house, because we are actually leaving to go up to the ranch this weekend, so I need to make sure that all my dishes are done, litter boxes are emptied, of course, all the fun stuff for being going away for the weekend. But yeah, I might pop on later tonight and update you. If not, I will definitely update you after work tomorrow and let you know how far I've gotten in it. Hey y'all. So today is Tuesday. A little update because I don't think I updated you last night before I went to bed. I read a little bit more in Malice last night. I did read some of Strange Hymn, and before bed, I think I'm about 61% of the way through that one now. Today I got through a big chunk of Red Sister on audiobook. I'm really liking it so far. It's very interesting. I like the nunnery, but it's like these girls who are like 10 to 15 years old. I'm not exactly sure how old the girls are. I didn't catch that part. But these girls are in this coven, whatever, at this nunnery. And they're the Red Sisters and the Gray Sisters classes, and then there's the academy, and then there's also a monastery for the boys, for the monks. And it was just kind of like there's magic. There's a teacher who has poisoned our main character Nona like 3 times now, and she like teaches you, the teacher who poisoned her is the poisons teacher. Like, she teaches you poisons, antidotes, and stuff like that. So it's just kind of weird. I'm sitting here waiting for one of my kids to get out of school. But I don't know, like, I kind of like the concept of this book, and I'm kind of enjoying it so far. I don't think I have that long. I think maybe like an hour or 2 left in the audiobook, and then I'm probably gonna either jump straight into Gray Sister, or I did just get I know I just got the Gildan ones on Libby, but I have another one on there too that I might go with. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Red Sister. It's interesting. I don't really like the aspect that they're pretty much teaching these kids to be killers, but they're also beating these kids, and one of them was a shadow test, shield test, and Nona had to protect her friend or classmate, but she got shot with an arrow through the shoulder. Like, again, I'm not completely sure. They're between like 10 and 15. I want to say they're more like between like 13 and 15, but I could be wrong. Yeah, no, it's pretty good so far. I'm keep you updated tomorrow or even later today if I finish it. If it stays nice, I am gonna mow my lawn, so I'll probably listen to it while I mow my lawn, or even while I do my dishes later. But other than that, that's really all I have to update you on so far today. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday, I believe. I don't even know what day it is. I believe it's Wednesday. Last night, I don't think I updated you like before I went to bed, but I did read some more of Strange Hymn, and I believe I made it to 70%. I'm actually really liking it. There's kind of a drop that happened around that part, which I'm kind of interested, and I kind of want to go home and finish it, but I'm running errands. And I actually just stopped over at Barnes & Noble and picked up a few books. So we picked up Hide by Kirsten White. This is for one of my book clubs. I can't remember if it was for... I think this one is for the Literally Dead Book Club by Books in Lala. If I remember correctly, I can't remember it, but it's one of the spooky book clubs I'm in. Next up, I'm blaming this one on Liv over at Olivia Reads Latte because this is her Patreon book club pick. It was 20% off, so I had to. I don't want to read it because it's very intimidating. If you don't know the style of this book, please go research it. It's very intimidating. I'm kind of scared to open this, but I'm kind of excited. The lady who checked me out told me that I should have fun with it. It's a really fun read, but it's very, very, very interesting the way it's written. So hopefully I won't die when I read it. Next up, very lucky to find this because apparently you can't buy these anymore on Amazon anywhere. And the guy who looked up, because I wanted to see if they had the first one in this one, said that you can't even order these through the publisher anymore. And he said that means there's probably something that's going on with the publisher. They're changing publishers, they're changing publications, something like that. So luckily I picked up this one because my local Barnes & Noble had 3 copies of them, and I grabbed it because it's gorgeous. And I'm hoping that I can get the other 3 in like this too because it's gorgeous, and I wouldn't have bought it because I have them on KU, but I am on this one, and I kind of want these to sit on my shelf because they're gorgeous. Next up, buy one, get one 50% off tables at Barnes & Noble's are my kryptonite, and I really, 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 really need to just put blinders on and walk past them, but they actually had different books that I don't have currently, and I almost spent like my whole paycheck today because they have a bunch of new ones on the buy one, get one 50% off tables that I don't have. But the 2 that I picked are Malice by Heather Walter. This one is not the John Gwynne Malice that I'm reading, but I've heard some good things about this one, and I kind of want to read it at some point, so I did grab that one. And the other buy one, get one 50% off is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This one's a short read. I think this one's YA. If I remember correctly, but it's just it's a murder story. I've been eyeballing it for a while, and I know a couple different people that I follow, like Olivia over at Olivia Reads Latte, and I think Gabby mentioned it as well, that they liked it and it was a fun read. So I'm kind of excited to read it at some point, and this one was on a summer thriller table. So I might be my summer thriller pick for Whateverathon bingo board. And then I also picked up Verity by Colleen Hoover last night on Sprints. This is what Olivia was reading over on Mel's Patreon Sprints, and she said she couldn't put it down. It was great. So I'm like, you know what? I'm picking it up. Like, I'm gonna go buy this book tomorrow because I want to read it now. I've heard good things and bad things about this one, but overall I heard good things about it. I know there's a couple people who really did not like this book, but I'm kind of excited to see what my thoughts are on it. So stay tuned, and I might be picking this up as my travel read to the ranch because it is shorter. And it fits my green prompt for my color, random color. So instead of the other two that I've been talking about, I think I might just do this one. Stay tuned to see what my green book is, but I guarantee it's probably going to be this one. But yeah, thanks Liv for like half of these book recommendations, because the Plated Prisoners series by Raven Kennedy, Guild, Glint, Glow. There's one more. I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's Guild, Glint, Gleam. Glow's the newest one that comes out on the 18th, and I'm excited. But she was talking about these a while ago, and absolutely loved them, and like binged, I think, all 3 of them in like a week or something. I don't know. She read them really quickly, and then I found out that Sahar over at basically Bookish Reads, I believe is what her but Sahar, for her fan rub book club, decided to start off with the Plated Prisoner series as well. So I was like really excited, because now I want to really pick it up, because some of my favorite booktubers really liked it, and I'm like, you know what? We're going in. We are going in. So, and I have, of course, yeah, so 4 of my books were booktube recommendations pretty much. So that's fantastic. I also went in and picked up some 4th of July hair ties and stuff for me and my daughter for the 4th, because they're adorable. And then I got me one of these type of hair ties. And then I got a headband as well, because I wear a lot of headbands at work when my hair is just doing this, because it just gets in my way and I don't like it. And then I just got some scrunchies as well. And then Journeys had these very cute new Hey Dudes, and they're red. And I went to my other shoe store that is in town. We have a bunch in town, but there's this new one called Shoe Department Encore. They're new to us. They had these really cute American flag ones that were like white up here, and then it had like the white and blue, and then the red white stars on the end. They're really cute, but of course, when I can buy them, they didn't have them. So I found these ones at Journeys, and I love the inside of them. They're just adorable. So these are going to be my 4th of July shoes, because I like to be on theme for my holidays. I go all out with my dress up. I have a new 4th of July shirt coming in from Shein, and when that comes in, I will definitely pop that up either on my Instagram or in a vlog, because I'll probably unbox all my stuff, because I love shopping. Can't afford it, but I like to go shopping. So today is shopping day. We are hopefully going to read a book at some point tonight. I was going to finish weed eating my jungle outside, but it's currently raining. So it's been raining in Montana for the last month and a half, which is very unusual, because we usually just go straight from winter to unbearably hot, and fires. Like, we have winter season, which is 9 months out of the year, and then 3 months of smoke and fires. But this year, it's been really, really, really wet, which is weird because we didn't really have a wet winter. We barely had any snow this year, so we were all kind of worried about the summertime. But it's been raining pretty much every day for the past month and a half. So I guess we'll see what Montana decides to do. So that can't happen because it's raining and I really don't like weed eating out in the rain. Plus it just makes everything kind of gunk up and gross. So we are not going to do that. I might call my nail salon and see if I can get an earlier time slot to get my nails done. Because they're really grown out and bad. And I really need to go get those done. Because I still have like 2.5 hours before that, so I might call them because I got off work early and see if I can. I might go run over to TJ Maxx because I need new Adidas socks, and they're the only socks that I absolutely love that are like normal socks. And I need to get my daughter socks because she loses all of them and she has no pairs of socks now. And since we're going up to the ranch, I need to get her new socks because she needs socks for the ranch. But yeah, that's really all of an update that I have for you. Shopping trip, lots of books. That's really all I have. I will keep you updated if I actually pick up a book later today. We have book mail, guys. Ooh, I can't wait. I only got one this month. Oh, I can't wait to read it. I've heard good things so far. Definitely check out Book of the Month. There is a link in my link tree in the description. Hello! I have not updated you guys in a couple days now. I don't even know when the last time I even updated you. Weekend, I actually went up to the ranch and spent some time up there. It's nice, get away from the city. I did finish A Strange Hymn. I kind of liked the ending on that. I did not really see that twist coming. I liked it. I'm excited to pick up, I don't remember the third book, but I do want to start the third book at some point, probably not this month, because I have others to read. I did get my hold for The Kingdom of the Wicked, so I will be listening to that tomorrow after I finish the last bit of Red Sister at work. And then I did start Glint. I think I only got a couple pages into that. I started that one last night, and I'm kind of like in the beginning of it. I'm on chapter 2, I think. I'm on Oren's chapter 2. But yeah, I'm really liking that one so far. Yeah, that's pretty much all the reading that I got done this weekend. I just kind of hung out, went and saw my great-grandma, my grandpa, and just kind of relaxed and had a nice weekend. Kids had fun. Yeah, but I did come home to a package. Alright, so package from Shein came. I got tons of goodies. I ordered a bunch of page flags. It actually really was not that expensive to get all these off Shein. Like, these were only like $1 to $2 a piece. I think these ones were like $3 a piece. And I got some duplicates, but that's about it. But I'm definitely going down the annotation highway, and I cannot find page flags in my town to save my life. So I just ordered a shit ton off Shein, and these will last me forever, of course, which is fine. I don't have to buy any for a very long time. So I got a bunch. I got these little tiny ones, which are kind of cool. These ones are just regular. And these ones will probably I'll use for like romance books if I annotate those. And then it's got little dispensers that came with it. I accidentally got quite a few of these, but that's okay because I can switch these, the holders, with ones like this, and I can refill it. And then I got like this color. I like the dark. And I got this light purple gray ones, and it's got the flags and the regular ones with it. And then there's these ones, which are kind of cool. Then I just got like a couple different sets. I love the colorways on a lot of these, and I can use a bunch of these for like different things as well. A couple of these, like these ones, if my kid needs them for school, I'll probably let him borrow these ones. Okay, I just got a bunch of different colorways. There's these ones. These ones are 4, but they come with 2, so that would be great for like romance or even just like a quick YA book if I want to annotate that. And then I got like little ones. There's these ones. These ones are pretty cool. I'm pretty sure these ones are paper though, so I'm not sure if I'd actually use those. And yeah, I got a ton of different colors. And then I also picked up a bunch of different sticky notes. I really liked the grid on these ones. I was kind of hoping that I would get a different color instead of pink, but one downside about Shein is when you sometimes they're random, especially with the craft items. And then there's these ones that are like 4 different kinds. And then I got, I think these ones are the transparent ones. Yeah, these ones are transparent and they came in a couple different colors. And I just got basic lined ones. This size in the lined sticky notes, I can't find in my town. So I was happy to find those on Shein. I can find all the other big sizes, but the standard sticky note size. I got these ones, just standard, and these were another random color, and of course I got pink, and I don't even like pink, but that's okay, I'll still use them. And then those ones, and I just grabbed a couple different ones because I do use her sticky notes a lot. And then these ones are also the transparent ones as well. And then I also got these little tiny itty bitty ones, which compared to regular page tabs, about 2 of them, maybe 3 could fit on one. I want to say probably about 3 of the little ones is probably a regular tab. But these ones I found on Shein. All of this is from Shein, but Sid over at Sid's Bookworm actually showed these in her annotation video, and I thought they were cute, and I actually found them on Shein, so I ordered a couple different of the colors. They didn't have very many of these colorways, but I got all the ones that they did have because they are cute, and I would probably actually use these. My fingers probably won't like it because I have my nails and it's hard to pick the regular tabs up. But yeah, I thought those were cute. And then I did get this. I love pencil cases. I have a ton of them, but I don't have like big ones like this where I can put multiple stuff in. I do have 2 that already have all my annotation stuff in it. But I like this for like just pens and everything in it that I can just throw in my bag. So this is probably going to be my to-go annotation one. And the one that I'm using is over there on the other side in that bag. But it's a bigger one, but doesn't really have compartments. Like it's got the pull down flap in the front. But this is the case that I'm using, and I want to downsize this into this, just for on the go, because right now, how I have it set up, and I don't need everything with me, I just need a couple of the colors to go with me that I'm using, because I have most of the pens that I'm using up front, and then I have, and this comes down to, and then I have my tabs in here, and then more pens that fill out at the top, and then I have my sticky notes in case I need them on top, and then just like in the pouch is all the rest of everything. But I don't need all of this, so I'm probably going to keep a pencil. And by the way, if you have not used these pencils, please go buy them. I love these. These are Tombow monograph pencils, and they write so smoothly. They're amazing. I absolutely love them. I have a mint turquoise colored one that is in my office that I use daily in my bullet journal and everything, and I just love these pencils. And then I just have my cheap Artist Loft gel pens that I picked up. That's what I've been using because they match my Pen and Gear highlighter pens. These are the Duo ones. It has the highlighter chisel tip, and then it has a fine tip. And I haven't really been highlighting that much since I've started. I also have my Pen and Gear Sharpie pen knockoffs. These ones are amazing too. I love these ones. They write just like the Sharpie pens do. So I would definitely pick a couple of those up too. I love Pen and Gear stuff. They work just as well as the name brand stuff, if not better. But yeah, this is how I have this set up right now. And I don't like how bulky it is when I have to stick it in my to-go bags. Like if I want to go to the park and everything, I kind of want to put, so this one has 3 different pouches. I have one pouch to the main pouch, and then this pouch. This one has pen loops in it. So what I want to do is put all the pens that I'm using in here, and then probably put my tabs and my sticky notes in the middle, or in this one, and I don't know what I'm gonna do in this one yet. I might just put those in the middle since they are gonna be a little bit bulkier, and then just put and just leave this empty, or have extra bookmarks and stuff like that in it. Maybe some extra tabs if I need them. Yeah. So just so I have something to take with me, but that's not huge like that. But yeah, that's pretty much my haul. And then, oh, I did get this. This is a little eraser. It's kind of cute. I wonder if I can open this open. An eraser. And you click it, and it's got plastic wrap on it right now, so it's not gonna work. But you click this down and it pushes. I don't know if y'all remember the little Papermate erasers that were like the size of a pencil, and you clicked the eraser down the side like that. But that's pretty much what this is. But I kind of liked the pot. Like, it was just really cute. I really liked it, so I just picked that up. But yeah, that's pretty much my haul. I think I'm going to probably cuddle up for a little bit and relax because of the drive, and before I make dinner, and try to make some progress in Malice today. Hey y'all. So I completely forgot to update you guys yesterday. So my plan was update you on Sunday when I got home from the ranch, and then I was gonna edit and have this up on Monday, but that didn't happen. And since I have to go back up to the ranch this weekend for family reunion, I figured I would just include Monday through Wednesday probably, and then start a new vlog on Sunday, because I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of reading Thursday through Sunday anyways. But my family likes to pack the weekend in, so yeah, not gonna have a lot of time, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I showed you guys, but if I didn't, I did get Forging Silver into Stars. I'm so excited for this book. Like, my favorite from her is Defy the Night. I absolutely love, Curse, Are Dark and Lonely is the first one. I did love that one. The other ones I really didn't love as much as I thought I was going to, but I still enjoyed them. Tycho is my favorite. I love him. And this one is a jump back into the kingdom. We're returning to Emberfall and Still Shallow. I know we get to meet a couple new people, and Tycho is older now, and we're going back. So I'm excited. Saturday night, I did pick up, I think I told you guys about this, I did pick up Excited. I am 3% in. I'm loving it so far. And then yesterday, I finished Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. I actually really ended up really enjoying it. I wasn't sure there for the beginning part because I just really didn't feel like I was getting into it as much. I actually ended up really enjoying it. I'm excited to pick up Grey Sister. I think I'm gonna see if I can get the hold on it. If not, I'll figure it out. But I will be continuing with the series because I actually enjoyed the last half of the book better than I did the first half. And then after I finished that one, I did have Evermore by Alison Noels on my Libby. So I did pick this one up yesterday, and I actually finished it yesterday too. I only had like an hour or so left on Red Sister, so I finished that one like beginning of my work day. And then I did this whole book the rest of the day on audiobook, and this one is about a girl, her name's Ever. Her parents and sister die in a car crash that she goes on to believe that she created. And after that, like, she died and then came back to life. And now she's living with her aunt over in LA, and she can see like auras and hear people's thoughts and all this like supernatural stuff. And then she meets this boy who starts at her school, and when she first sees him, she has this recognition of him, and she's like, I know you, but I don't, like, she can't think of it. And as the story progresses, you think that Damon is a vampire, and that his friend, who actually turns out to be his ex-wife, like, it was just, like, weird. It was, like, they were married long before. Damon married Drina, I think is what her name is, Adrina or Dorina, and then something happens, and he meets Ever's the first Ever, I don't think her name was Ever at that point, and fell in love, and then it's a cycle where Ever comes back to life every so often, and it's Drina's goal to kill her every time so that she continues to have Damon to herself. But Damon doesn't want her, he wants Ever, and it's just kind of like this whole huge, like, but we are going through the present Ever's story, and it just kind of comes into the whirlwind of everything, and they end up not being vampires, which I kind of like that it kind of like, could be vampires. Could be not, although it was a little weird because they're drinking this red, like, blood liquid stuff, but it's not. It's their immortal liquid that they drink to stay immortal or something. It was weird, but I loved it. It was really good. So definitely pick it up if you like that type. And then today, I started Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I loved it. 4.5 stars, I want to say. This one was weird. It was interesting. It kept my attention throughout the whole audiobook. I was intrigued in the story and wanted to continue with it. This one is about the princes of hell, which are the kingdom of the wicked. And our main character, Amelia, and her twin sister, Vittoria, are witches, Strega. They are in Sicily. They kind of have to hide who they are because the humans don't like witches or anything and all of this stuff. And I kind of found it interesting that the person who killed her sister, her twin sister, ends up dead. And we're going through this whole story trying to find the killer of who killed her. Amelia ends up summoning demons, princes of hell. She ends up getting Wrath, and when she binds him, she doesn't know that she's binding him for life. Like, she did a marriage bond, so now they're betrothed and they have to get married. But that was mentioned, and all of a sudden, like, we didn't hear about it again, and that was about halfway through the book, which I thought was a little weird. But we're going through the story, trying to find out who killed her sister. She ends up talking to more of the princes of hell. We talked to, I think, greed, pride, envy, I think lust was in there at one point. So yeah, we go through all of them. But envy is pretty much the one that's trying to kill her and all that, and she has kind of a boyfriend, but not boyfriend, because he enters like the convent for the men, and I thought it was interesting that this boyfriend is the one that ended up killing her sister and hated witches and all of this stuff, and apparently witches killed his family at one point. But she seems to enter into the kingdom of the wicked, and her grandma said there was a prophecy at one point saying either the prince of hell is going to fall in love with a witch and a prince are going to get married, and then a witch kills a prince or a prince kills a witch. I can't remember what the third one is, but there's three that happened, or three prophecies, and then she ends up being the bride of the devil at the end, and I believe she marries Wrath. Yeah, I believe it was Wrath. And she became the queen at the very end, and I'm kind of excited to pick up book 2. I'm hoping that my Libby hold will come through quicker. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, because I'm actually I really enjoyed this one. It was really, really good. So if you like that witchy vibe book, this is definitely a pickup for you. If you like stories involving princes of hell and magic and witches and just like anything in general like that, a vengeful story, pick it up. This is great. And then after I finished that one did not take me that long. I started it this morning. As soon as I started my rooms, and I still had like 2 hours left of my day, and I'm like, oh damn, that was a quick one. Okay, I'm like, so I picked up Jade City by Fonda Lee, which is our book club pick for Cassidy's Patreon. I'm not too sure on it yet. I don't think I'm that far into it. I don't think I'm very far into it. I know that as the Greenbone saga is mentioned, they were in like the Jade City. That's all I got. I'm not that far into it. So I will definitely keep you updated tomorrow. Mel from Melanor Reads is doing reading sprints right now. And they are starting the unofficial official book club pick, City of Dusk, but I need to get some more of this chunker red. I mean, that's how far I am. Like, not very far into it. I need to get more of this red, so I think I'm gonna continue in Malice. Hopefully get a big chunk of this in. See from there. If I don't update you tonight, I'll update you tomorrow. Bye! Hello everybody, it is currently Wednesday. So I kind of wanted to do a little wrap and kind of go over the last 2-ish weeks. I don't remember when I even started this. But I put week 1 and week 2 because I've gone over pretty much all the books that I've read in the last 2-ish weeks. So I believe I have that total read, in the month so far, 9 books. Not bad. My goal is 15 for, the readathon for Whateverathon, so we're on track. Perfect. I'm going to try to finish Glint. Ooh. I'm going to try to finish Glint this weekend. Hopefully, I do have family reunion, so that's why we're ending it here. And pick back up on Sunday when I get home. So hopefully I can finish it. Hopefully. I am going to try to get as much read in Malice tonight as I can. I haven't even hit 100 pages yet. Oops. We're working on it. I did read 10 pages of Malice last night. I did get a little bit farther in Glint last night as well. And then today I listened to more of Jade City, and I'm almost done with that one. So we're making progress. Yeah. And then I kind of wanted to go over my bingo board because I finally did that. I need to actually upload all of those onto the tracker. So we will do that later. I'm probably not going to upload them all until I'm done with my bingo board. Here we go. So if I have not told you guys, I am on Team Beach Readers. So there's 4 teams, and we all have our own bingo boards. And mine is Beach Readers. And the first square, which is our team, one of our team bingo or squares or whatever, is Dark Romance. And for that one, I used A Strange Hymn. I think that's the only thing I used for that one. And then next up we have The Anne of and I used The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Under 3 pages, I used Confessions by Kane Minato. And then the next one we have Cozy Reading Time, which I do pretty much every night that I'm home. I curl up on the couch after we eat dinner and just kind of relax and rewind and read my book. Recently hauled. I have not read any books that I have recently hauled yet, so that one will be saved. I'm probably going to use Jade City for that one because I did just buy the audiobook not that long ago. If I don't get to Hide first, which was in my recently haul that you guys are going to see in this vlog, depending. And then color on the cover. This is the random color generator, and I did a pull pick in the Whateverathon pull pick chat, and they picked green for me, and so I am going to be using Jade City. I know I've been like, I don't know which book I'm going to use. I have decided, since I'm already reading it and it's green, so why not just use Jade City for the green prompt. So we're going to use that one. Thank you everybody that voted. And then our next square is on a previous TBR, which I used Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I have put this on my TBR for the last year. just here and there, and I still have not gotten to it. So I'm very glad that I got to it this time. And then next up we have join the 48-hour readathon. I did join in for a bit on Maddie's intro to that. I did not participate the full 48 hours because I think I was working. I can't remember what I had going on that weekend. But I did end up at least coming in and saying hi and staying for a minute. Next up, we have a summer thriller. I did use The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This one is set in a summer camp, like at a summer camp. And I'm like, perfect summer thriller. I actually really enjoyed it too. That one was probably my favorite Riley Sager so far. If I didn't already say that, I did really enjoy it. Next up, we have favorite genre, which I use The Kingdom of the Wicked because I love just that type of world. It's definitely a fantasy. I think this one was more YA. But I kind of like that darker fantasy levels with that magic pulled in. So that one was definitely like right on point for me. And then we have guilt-free activity. I have not been to the gym, but we did go up to the ranch last weekend, and we did go out and have fun and do a lot of stuff, and it was definitely a guilt-free weekend and just having fun and relaxing. And so that's what I picked. Next up, I have political fantasy. I have not read anything for that one yet. My hair is kind of just a mess today. And then we have our free square, which and then next up we have different format, which I did use Leviathan Wakes by James Corey because I did listen to this one on audio. And then we have one word title, which I used Confessions as well because it fit. And then we have Host Fave, which I used Red Sister by Mark Lawrence, but this one was one of Cassidy's picks for her Host Fave, and I've been wanting to read this one for a while. And I had an audiobook for it, so I'm like, why not just do this one? So we got that one in. Then we have Join Sprints, which I've been joining in as much as I can. Because between the UK and me, when they start their sprints, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. By the time they end them, I'm in the middle of my workday. But there have been a couple where I have been home and I have hopped on, or if Cassidy does her Whateverathon sprints, I definitely hop onto hers. So I have joined at least a few. And then we have continuous series, which I use Broken Web. This one's the second in the Force of Souls. So I definitely got that one in and done, and I really loved it. And then we have Last Letter, First Letter, which this one is pretty hard for me. I think if I plan it right, if I finish Glint and either start the audiobook for the Children on the Hill or I go into the Memory of Souls, I can use it because Glint ends with T and the other two start with T, so I might do that. And if I can't do it that way, I might just do Broken Web because it starts with a B and ends with a B. Not sure. I'll keep you updated next week and see where we go from there. And then we have Indie Self Pub. I went with Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglaries because when I looked it up, this one was only published on KU, but it didn't really have a publisher, so I definitely used that one. And then we have Pull Pick, which this one was along with my color pick. And they chose The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, and I actually started it that day and got that one in. And then we have Less Read Genre, which I use Leviathan Wakes. This one's more of like a sci-fi fantasy, which I'm definitely not really into a lot of the sci-fi because I don't like Star Wars type of stuff. I like more of a dystopian type, so definitely sci-fi is not really my thing. This one was okay. I did kind of like it. It definitely was not up my alley, and I don't know if I'm going to continue, but we'll see on that one. Water on the cover. I don't have one yet. I'm kind of hoping I have another book that has water on the cover. If not, I might use Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglaries because it kind of has that background. And then we have 2021 release, which I used Broken Web by Lori Lee. This one was released in 2021. And then we have Complete a Personal Goal. I haven't really set a personal goal over the last 2 weeks. I am definitely going to be trying to at least get outside more. Which I have been in the last week and a half, because we've been up to the ranch. I've been trying to be outside more, so I might just leave that one for now. And this might be a month-long bingo board. I know there's people that have multiple bingo boards already completed and done, but it takes me a good minute to physically read a book, and I've been kind of slacking on that end this month. So I might just put my personal goal for the month is to get outside as much as possible, and if I'm outside, then I'll probably just check it off. So right now we have recently hauled my random color on the cover, political fantasy, last letter, first letter, water on the cover, and complete a personal goal. So we have 6 bingo prompts that we still need to fill. And hopefully I can get those done. So yeah, right now alright, so that is update on my bingo board, and hopefully we can get all that done and finished within the next week. So yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna end it, and I'm gonna get this edited and uploaded tonight so y'all have it, and then I will start a new vlog probably on Sunday, probably Saturday night when I get home. Keep you updated and see if I actually read anything over the weekend. But yeah, so hopefully everybody has a wonderful weekend and a beautiful day, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you watched my whole vlog, I guess leave a cow emoji down below. Have a good day.